So for those South Carolina fans who do make the trip, what would be your advice? What are some key go-to spots on game day that you got to go to?
Yeah, so that really depends on not necessarily your age because I'm 33. People my age and even older still act like they're in college. And if that be the case, if you still think that you're in college or you are in college, then go to Campus Corner. It's just north of the stadium. Campus Corner is our little bar restaurant community for campus. It's just right off North Campus. So there's Lindsay Street and Jenkins is where the stadium is, and if you just go north on Jenkins across the stadium, you'll come across Boyd Street, and that's where Campus Corner is. So there's all kinds of bars. Like there are a few dance bars, there are a few like sit down bars, there are a few like clearly this is like everybody's just standing around with loud DJ music being played, and everyone's drinking Red Bull vodka. It's like there's that environment, and there's restaurants and stuff, some shops here and there that sell a lot of overpriced clothes, but I mean, that's the easiest thing to kind of get to on game day. There are going to be a lot of tailgates, and I know every fan base that has ever interacted with other fan bases, everybody has a horror story about this fan base or that fan base. Like personally, Oregon has the meanest fans I have ever been
Oregon.
like around.
Wow.
They were awful. Plus, they cheated to beat us. Um, but everyone has those stories, and I'm sure, Alabama's played OU a handful of times in the 2000s, LSU, handful of SEC schools, Tennessee has over the last, decade, Georgia as well. I'm sure there might be some horror stories about OU fans, but I can guarantee you everybody's excited to host, like I said, fan bases that give a damn. So if you don't
Right.
want to go spend a lot of money on Campus Corner, like walking distance around, game day, just find a tailgate and people are just going to hand you beer. They'll hand you drinks, they'll hand you food. So I mean, SEC fans will be treated, I think, very, very warmly. And really, like the handful of times OU has a big non-conference game, which is pretty consistent. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Florida State, they've hosted all these programs in the last 10 years. When they travel to Norman, yeah, for the most part, they may not be very happy with the result, but they enjoyed their time in Norman from what I could tell.